First up, we have Pablo Celis, who's going to provide us with a quick pitch of his project. Over to you, Pablo.
Hello, everyone. My name is Pablo Celis. I'm part of the class of Blockchain for Business from GMIT, and I'm proud to present this idea aligned with the project of Origin Chain Network of Fiona. So utilizing the schemes that she already presented, which are a standard for the ISO rules. What I've done, if you don't mind, Fiona, thank you. What I've done just here in one slide is summarize all the presentation of the project, where I first present the problem or each part of the production honey. My idea is to provide a blockchain solution for the honey production. What I see is that the honey has a big gap in between the very low standards of honey and up to the very high standards of honey, which everyone might know, Manuka. So from 2 euros to 36 or 2006. So here first we see the honey production, the distribution, and the consumer value. What the solution is focused on is on the traceability, one of the key points of the OCN, and where the solution is trying to bring is in the production control source, the tracking, and the most important, which is given the value, is the production information. It will be tracking the production on source by an IoT devices, having full information of the hives, and then from the packaging and production of the honey itself, we're going to have the tracking of every bottle or batch of honey, bringing down to the consumer all the information that has been recorded on the blockchain. The main thing here is that is not just providing a solution for the consumer on the information, but most important, what I saw is a solution for the producer, the honey or the beekeeper, which is at the very end who had to, let's say, pay in front the investment of the implementation of a DLT solution. So that is my side, and I think I try to summarize the solution. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Pablo. And I suppose I'll start off with my questions. What was your inspiration for selecting this approach for this project?
Primarily for seeing what is the price gap, let's say, of the honey, and then surfing the web and finding that the price gap is given by the not trustability of the honey. So there is a lot of fake honey, which makes not a standard price. And so then going back on the already given solution for the honey, especially in blockchain space, is that most of them are based on the traceability from the production to the consumer, but not giving a solution to the producer. So my aspect or my focus is giving a solution first to the producer, as I said, who is at the very beginning who pay in front the investment.
Thanks a million, Pablo. And I suppose my final question is, are there any use cases out there at the moment which are currently using DLT and honey tracking?
Yes. Well, first of all, and with someone that I already spoke as well, is the Hive, is a blockchain project implemented here in Ireland, who was very welcome to speak with me, Connor Daly, the manager. I already interviewed him, and I said he gave me a few tips. Now, after digging around and for example, the Manuka honey, and the most precious one, it really has also a solution of blockchain. But again, what I saw on the production source, I really don't have noticed that there are products that follows the hives and the source itself.
Thanks a million, Pablo. And I suppose I'll pass it open to the panel now if the first panelist would like to ask their question.
If I could, Trevor. Hi, Pablo. It's actually an excellent project, I think, as well, actually choosing, because I suppose honey has had a history of us in terms of food fraud. I mean, where do you see, from a consumer's point of view, the fact that you're now using blockchain in terms of, again, because you alluded to the whole pricing piece? What's the biggest benefit, do you think, now by using blockchain in terms of downstream activity from a consumer's point of view? Do you think that you want to see a kind of a better pricing structure as a consequence, or that typically honeys like Manuka will come down in price over time? Or what's the biggest benefit, do you think, that bringing transparency to honey is going to, from a blockchain point of view?
Definitely, the pricing is something that it will come up as a result of implementing a solution that gives information. From the very beginning, I started investigating. I'm not consuming anymore 1 pound kilogram honey because once you find out that there is even the chances that fake honey can contain heavy metals or high risk sweeteners, really that bring me off from any kind of honey that is at least not proven source. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a million, Paul, for that question. And if we could have another question from a panelist.
Just a quick one, Trevor, if I may, next. Have you looked at the financials? Because even Manuka honey is, we know, have a better idea. I think we all know what's the cost of, a 1 pound jar of Manuka honey. So would the cost of tracking it, because, putting something on blockchain or another DLT is not magic. We'll have to track it, right? Would it be worth the cost?
No, I haven't looked at on the financial of the tracking. I will know for previous experience the financial of implementing a solution on the source. So IoT devices providing to the hives and then knowing and how to collect online information. I would say that is not a big investment. I would say I can't say about that.
Okay, so Trevor, maybe next batch, some student can follow up and look at the financials, because I do think, like Paul, that, a lot of us are interested in honey. I know my dad's very keen on Manuka honey, and he's always complaining wherever I get it from, saying this is not genuine. This doesn't taste right. So it's good, but we do need to look at the financial. Just a thought for next year.
That segues nicely, Vikas, because we're teaching them, the next module is called blockchain business models. So, so this might be a nice add-on or segue into delve a bit deeper into that.
It will flow very smoothly into the next module.
It will indeed. Thanks a million, both to our panelists there for those fantastic questions.